All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We do have a car video, first car video of the year, but I wasn't planning on, or I didn't think I was going to be able to get a video out today. We are a little late, but yeah, we're going to jump into all of our NBA leans for the day. Excuse the audio, excuse the video. We are just recording on our phone in the car, but we're going to blow through these games probably a little faster than normal. We're out in the boonies right now in New Hampshire, so hopefully we can even get this uploaded, but we shall see. We've got a bunch of games on the NBA slate. Last night we go 2 and 3, which is a bummer. A couple of those were right there, but we're sliding here. A couple of those are right there. Hopefully we do see a little bit of a bounce back today. Like I said, we're out in the God knows where, right? So the final plays that will be in the pinned comment probably end up being a little bit more minimal than usual today. So keep that in mind. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go through each and every game, give you my lean, give you where my head's at. My final plays will be in the pinned comment. What we're actually rolling with tonight will be in the pinned comment. So let's start it off. We got the Spurs traveling to Philly here. Philly 13-point favorites, 223.5 total. Philly, obviously the better team than the Spurs. 13's a lot of points to lay. Like, no one's going to lie and say that, you know, Philly can easily win this game by 13 points. That's a lot of points, especially, 2-3 games into the season. So, I'm probably going to stick away from that spread 13. That's just a lot of points, especially in the beginning of the year. I know Philly is the better team. I know the Spurs aren't that great, but 13 points this early is a little bit too much for me. So we're going to look at the total in this one, 223.5. I do like the over. It is a lean right now. I don't know if this game makes final plays at all, but I do lean the over 223.5. Next up, we got my Boston Celtics, who look really, really good. Really good against the Orlando Magic, who have surprised me a little bit. Paolo Banchero, whatever the hell the guy's name is. I like the look of that kid. Orlando, 8.5-point dogs here at home. Total's 218. Back-to-back Celtics here. You know, Orlando, I don't know necessarily if this is a good spot. I think if this is an interesting line. It's a lot of points to give Orlando. I don't like to bet against the Celtics, so I'm probably sticking away from this game. I don't have a read on this total either. We've seen the Celtics play really good defense at times, but then also, you know, look at the scores of some of these games, the points scored. So we're probably sticking away from this game. If anything, I would stick away from the spread and lean maybe the under, you know, back-to-back game, and you see a few less points scored, some tired legs. So I'd lean the under. 218 super low, though, so it kind of scares me when looking at the under. All right, next game, we got Detroit taking on Indiana. Indiana was one of our plays last night. They look like they're getting blown out, right, against San Antonio. And then all of a sudden, Indiana makes their comeback, still ultimately lose. I believe that game went to OT, but Indiana +1 here at home, 229.5 total. I like Detroit in this one, minus the point. Cleveland taking on Chicago. Cleveland giving 2 points on the road here. Chicago +2. Total is 217.5. I like the over in this one. And I'm also going to look at Chicago getting points. I know back-to-back as well, but I'm going to look at Chicago getting points here after that game against the Wizards. I look for Chicago to bounce into this one pretty well. Houston taking on Milwaukee. This is just like the Philly-San Antonio game. Milwaukee's laying 13 points to Houston, and I think that that's a little bit, you know, it's weird. I think that might be a safer play than Philly laying 13 points to San Antonio. It's still a lot, so I'm going to lean Milwaukee here. They're the fresh legs. They obviously are the better team, so I'm going to lean Milwaukee, but what I'm also going to look at is the under 231.5 total. I really do like that. You guys know I've had a tough time really having a read. I think we're 1-1 on totals this season, and we're staying away from them until we have the model ready and, you know, a feel for the league. But 231, anything above 230, I do feel pretty confident in pulling the trigger on. So make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if that becomes a final play. Next up, Heat hosting the Raptors. Heat 2.5-point favorites at home. The Heat catching the L to my Boston Celtics last night. I think they bounce back here. -2.5 is my play. I think that the Toronto Raptors, sure, they have talent. Sure, they're a good team. I think the Heat are a much, much better team, barring any injuries or guys that are sitting out the second half of back-to-back. Total 250, and I probably look at the over, a slight lean, but I like the Heat here, -2.5. Dallas, 5.5-point favorites at home against Memphis here. I might have that wrong. They might have been underdogs. Now that I read my notes, I cannot tell the difference between a plus and a minus. But either way, I think that Dallas keeps this game close. So you're going to have to do your own math on this one because I have the line probably wrong in my notes here. Maybe I don't have it wrong. But either way, I think that Memphis probably ultimately wins this game. But Dallas does end up keeping it close. 219.5 is the total. Don't totally love that. Probably sticking away from it. Denver, 8.5-point favorites over OKC here. Denver at home, 226.5 is the total. I can fade OKC. I don't really love them, so we're probably going to look at Denver minus 8.5. Obviously, kind of I don't want to call it a hard-fought win against Golden State last night, but definitely had to dig deep and make sure that they win that game. They're up big. Golden State would climb back in, then they go up big again. So that's probably the thing that may keep me off of this game, if I'm being completely honest, because Denver might be tired. They might have exhausted all resources yesterday, so we're probably sticking away from this, but I can't lean OKC against Denver. It just isn't going to work like that. All right, last game we got here. We got Sacramento Kings hosting the LA Clippers. Kings 3-point dogs at home. 221 is the total. I think this one's fairly simple. I like the Clippers here, -3 playing Sacramento. That is going to wrap it up, guys. Hopefully you don't mind the quality of the video. I'd rather be consistent and get out here and do it than just taking the off day. Thought we were going to have an off day, and I said, you know what, screw it. It's too early in the season. Let's do this damn thing. And we did the damn thing. So make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment for any final plays. We might have another car video tomorrow. I don't know. I'm sorry if we do, but I'm out here trying to get it done. So hope you guys do appreciate that. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.